Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Reverend Tiffany White, Sage Woman, and welcome to this special presentation. I don't really call it a class; it's more of um, a energetic type of healing circle, and it's also known as the Seraphic Planetary Wash. And so, that being an energetic wash. So what healing is energetic wash, isn't it? With these energies that have been going around lately with, oh my goodness, five, now all five, I do believe, yes, with five planets in retrograde. And so it just seems kind of, some people may feel twisted and pulled in all directions. They're not pretty sure what's going on. So the planetary wash is to help just create some balance and harmony. And I'm going to go over everything with you in a few moments here. Hello, Linnell. Welcome. I just want to, we're waiting for a couple of other people to come in, so who have wanted to participate in this. But I could explain a little bit about what in the world is a Seraphic Planetary Wash. And the Seraphic coming from Seraphim. And the Seraphim, hi, Laura. So the Seraphim Angels, all right, is and these are a very high vibrational, they're like the highest angels, the angelic realm. And they've given us a tool to deeply connect to the sun and different planets of our solar system. So those of us who are sensitive to energy, and raise your hand if you are, may be acutely aware of astrological influences such as solar flares, planets in retrograde, hard aspects, blocks, or oppositions that's in your astrological chart. So the Seraphic Planetary Washes is a gift from the highest order of angels, the Seraphim, and it offers beneficial energies to counteract the negative astrological aspects. Like I said, try to keep us to stay in harmonious alignment. So the washes also carry profound healing potential for specific chakras and organ systems of the physical body. Did you know that many of the planets, excluding Pluto, do represent a chakra in our body? And without our body, within the 12 chakra, I use a 12 chakra system, and I'm going to go over that with you as well. So with the help of the Seraphim Angels, you can receive the energetic qualities or attributes of a specific planet and integrating it into your energy field to help offset the, I won't say negative, but off-balancing effects that other cosmic energies might have on your bodies and emotions. All right, so everyone can receive and benefit from them, and it's very, very powerful. The benefit of each wash for each planet is listed on my website. These positive planetary attributes are consistent with metaphysical descriptions found in the teachings of Acutonics. I'm going to, Acutonics, Edgar Casey, and Rudolf Steiner, among others. So, and the benefit of these washes can last from 10 days to a month. They are temporary in nature, just as for cleaning our living space on a continual basis. And it's recommended that they run in a repeating cycle for those who find them beneficial. All right, so it's, I like to say this is like taking your cosmic vitamins in order to enhance your physical, emotional, and spiritual abilities. And so the one, wash that I was going to do was Mercury, for Mercury Retrograde, who just went retrograde last week. But I'm also, before this started, it was, since this is an hour long, we can go through everything, and I can get another wash in for you, an extra treat for Neptune, because Neptune just, yesterday went into retrograde. So, and new Neptune is powerful too. Well, all of them, and you're going to see how beautiful all of these attributes are, of these aspects. And Venus actually comes out of retrograde tomorrow. So in the next couple of days, the love, uh, for those who may have been feeling and experiencing that, I'm going to put the link up. And this is explains on my website the Seraphim healing sessions, and this is a wash. These are called the washes, planetary washes. And these are, like I said, just quick. They're great for everyone. All healing is, isn't it? So, so put that up there for everyone too. If you want to check it out, maybe later, or read each description for what it benefits. But I'm going to go over that with you just for Mercury and for Neptune. I'm not going to read all of them, but if you want to check them out later, then you can do that as well, and see maybe how you're feeling. And I like to run them when I can, because this is we're all of us who are trained in healing. I know there's some really powerful healers sitting in this session, this event, this healing circle, so to speak. I know there's a lot of powerful healers here, and this was just mind-blowing to me, as far as I knew there were planets associated with chakras, but this just really brought it all home together for me. It's kind of like when we learn something and it kind of knits us together even more, like the threads of oneness is just becoming stronger and more evident. And it was just astounding to me. It really, really is. And so we have, I use the 12 chakra system. And it's interesting and this is where I understand from the Seraphim, I was given, I knew it was very high order. I didn't understand who was giving me this, but I recognized the energies. But in 2018, I channeled a course, which is on my website under the online courses. It's called Activate Your Avatar course. And so and it already needs an upgrade. So I'm on to that, to working on that every day, trying to they want me to fine tune it, upgrade it so much has happened just in 2 years. So I've got to update it. But what I was given was the 12 chakra system. I was able to find a 12 chakra chart online, and it's the old 3-dimensional 7 chakras in the body and their colors. And here's the 12 chakra system, and the colors have ascended and changed. They're transforming and ascending as well. And so we can't take our 7 chakras into the 5D, the 5th dimension. So there's 12 chakras for the 5th dimension and higher. And that's what we're going to be working with. That's what I always work in. Well, ever since I was shown this a couple of years ago, this is what I've been working with. And so it's just really, really powerful energies. And if you would like to have this chart and some of the information about the higher chakras, I have everything written down for each chakra, the color, the archangel associated with it, the ascended name, because even their name has ascended. If you would like to have this information, email me, let me know, message me, tell me you would like to have it, and I'll be happy to email it to you. All right. And so this right here is a lot of information. This is part of the Activate Your Avatar course, and I'll be happy to share that with you. Okay. So it's a lot of information, but it really helps when you see that we really are one. We are totally entwined with every living being. So it's just, whoo. All right. So let's get on with this now. So Mercury Retrograde, I'm pretty sure we all know what that's like, Mercury being in retrograde. Okay, so let's see. When Mercury goes into retrograde, it's a good time to take stock of your life. Try not to travel, and if you must, allow extra time. Be very clear with the communications. They kind of frown upon signing contracts. Plan for the new, but don't actually start it unless you have to. It's just better to wait. And so I had heard, and I thought this was really great advice. So it's a great time to review, maybe redo. You can finish what you start. revise, those kind of things. It's the RE phase. Revisit, review, finish up things that you've started. But don't just be careful in starting something brand new, especially when it buying electronics, signing contracts, when I buy a new house. I know a lot of lawyers who actually do pay attention to this, and they have to make sure that, I know I've heard of a couple of lawyers that they will shift things, or they won't sign any new contracts during Mercury retrograde. They'll just close up some things. It's just, and even real estate, right? So let's work on the homes that have already been put on, right, the market. Let's revisit, right, readdress this, and we can finalize. That's fine. Starting something brand new, no. Because by the time Mercury goes direct, then you're going to see that things are going to fall apart because it wasn't built on solid foundation to begin with. All right. So let's see that we all know about when Mercury goes into retrograde and what that feels like. Okay. And so Mercury, the archangel, is, of course, I'm getting ahead of myself. Hold on. The chakra that's associated with Mercury is, we all know this, right? The throat. The archangel associated with your throat chakra is Archangel Michael. All right. So you see how the Seraphim is coming, and the angels, they're all working together. All the angels, all the levels, all the phylums of angels are coming together and working to help humanity, help us in our ascension process. They really, really are. Okay. And so this is just beautiful. You can really feel like the teamwork, right? The team, it's just so powerful. I know I can't talk about it enough because it's just so beautiful, and we can really, really feel them even more. So the benefits of having one of these energy washes, a Mercurian wash, is, of course, better communication with both the physical and non-physical beings, strengthening our clairaudient abilities, giving us the ability to speak more easily to our peers, and boost confidence when public speaking. All right, that's beautiful, beautiful benefits of that. And very, very nice. Now, before we begin in this, because I do want to let you know that, so the wash is like a healing that's going to come in, and this is going to take about 9 minutes. Now, I could play some music, but I don't like playing music in this way because it may come across the sound wise in the audio. So there is going to be some silence, but I will put up a banner for when we start doing this. But I'm letting you know now, giving you time for 9 minutes. Just know that I'm going to find a comfortable spot, and I'm going to be open to receive this wash. That's what I want you to do, is I want you to be open to receive these energies that's going to be coming through. All right, and see where it comes in too. Does it come in through the throat? Where are you feeling this wash and these energies? Things I want you to pay attention to. And so I'm giving you a moment because I want you to, maybe, you're not in a comfortable place. Maybe you can get into a comfortable place. And so we do this wash, and then, like I said, they wanted me to do the Neptune 1, 2 for you, so you can get 2. All right, but I'm going to space them a little bit apart. That's what we do too. And so the talking in between each one. So you're going to have 2 9 minutes of silence. I'm going to let the recording go. Keep going. And I'll put a banner up for you. It's about 9 minutes. And you can put music on in the background if you want to. If you have like any kind of spacey ones, or even what really works good too, if you have any of the solfeggio tones, or any kind of music, or you don't have to. The silence too is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And how many of you now are, if you didn't like silence before, you really appreciate it now? I know I do. I used to be that, maybe if we're terrified of the silence, of what we would hear, what we'd see, what we would feel, in that silent time. Because we are very receptive in that quiet time. Think about people maybe who can't sleep because they don't give themselves time during the day to tune in. And so, we have to honor our quiet time. And even if it's just for 5 minutes, isn't that beautiful though? And when you see how this works, but I used to be like that, okay, so the TV's on, got music on, and doing something else. And it's like, what are you listening to? I'm listening to all this stuff, and having a conversation with someone, right? But more and more now, it's like, I think when my sons moved out of the house, when they moved out, and then my husband's going to work, and so I work out of the home, of course, and the dogs. So they provide a little bit of background noise. But then it was like, wow, it's so quiet. And, to someone might be unnerving, but and I wasn't sure how I was going to deal with that. But it was like, this is really beautiful. This is great. And so much so that how many of you now, when you really embrace the silence, I used to be one that would get in the vehicle and turn the radio on. And I can't drive unless the music's on. But now I can get into a car, turn it on, go without even realizing that I'm not turning the radio on. I could care less if there's music on. I'm just like, you're so comfortable with that silence that it's like, wow. And you actually pick things up that other people miss. I don't understand people who walk with Walkmans or Walkmans. Oh my gosh, where am I? What time frame am I in? With their little earphones on, whatever. They're walking with headphones or earphones or whatever they've got going on now. All this wireless stuff, but they're walking. It's great. They're getting some exercise. They're breathing in the deep air, but you're not listening to nature. Even if you're in a city area, take them out and listen. We miss those sounds too, right? I know the 80s Liddell, right? Yo, Walkman. That's funny. Anyway, so be comfortable if you haven't already. Explore the beauty of silence. And so it's also too where we find that they're giving me this whole spiel about silence because it ties in with the Mercury and communication, believe it or not. So it's by strengthening our own communication abilities. It's not just speaking, but listening as well. Don't you agree? It's like that whole throat chakra covers even up here, the ears, right? So we're listening. It's strengthening our listening abilities. All right. And so I love the birds have gotten my headphones off. I love that. I love listening to the birds. It's just so beautiful to hear nature, hear the crow cawing, hear just, what's going on. And they'll even let you know if a weather pattern's coming, if there's a change in the weather. You listen to them long enough and you listen through your heart, you really understand what they're saying. All right. So it helps with communication, whether it's speaking and listening, right? Aha, there we go. All right, so what I want you to do is I'm feeling it now, see? Okay, just one moment. They want me to go over this for you. I'm asking to proceed. Not yet. Okay. So they want me to talk about the throat chakra a little bit more, about the ascended throat chakra. So that's what I'm going to do before we begin the wash. So we know all the orders. I can quickly go over the 12 is the Earth star, which is what we rooted into, is underneath our root. All right. And then the root, the sacral, the navel, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown. The causal is right behind our head here. Our causal is the moon. And do you know when we had elongated skulls, it was actually in our head. It was covered with elongated skulls. So we had, third eye, the crown, and the causal, which is just above the crown, but up like this. Isn't that interesting? And Above that's the soul star, and then the stellar gateway. All right. And the information, if you request it, I'll be happy to send it to you, goes over every one of those. We're not going to do that. We're just going to go over the ones that the chakras that are going to get the wash, which is the throat chakra. All right. So here's some interesting information on the throat chakra. So the ascended aspect of Mercury, its name is telephony. Telephony with a Y. Telephony with a Y. That's the ascended aspect of Mercury. And this chakra encourages telepathic communication with the masters and angels on the golden ray. So it also enables advanced communication with humans, animals, trees, and all living beings and life forms. It brings back the qualities of the golden era of Atlantis, such as levitation, teleportation, the telekinesis, and the telepathic sending of healing. Ooh. All right. The shape of your throat chakra is an upward triangle. Most delicate of the chakras, actually, it is. You know that? Most delicate of the chakras is your throat. 22 petals or chambers of your throat chakra. The color has gone from the pale blue, and it has ascended and transformed into this most delicate. I'm not delicate. I'm sorry. It's gone from a pale blue to a royal or electric blue, like what I'm wearing. The royal electric blue, from a pale blue to a royal electric blue. Okay. And of course, the archangel is Michael. So they wanted me to go over that first. So, all right. So I want you to get comfortable. We're ready now. And we're going to be bringing in, this is for 9 minutes. All right. I'm going to set the timer. So at 8:30-ish, I will come back on. All right. I'm going to take myself off of here. And I'm going to go ahead and we'll start this wash. Be comfortable, take some deep breaths. If you want to hold your favorite crystals, you can do whatever you want to do. And just enjoy this wash for 9 minutes, and I'll be right back when we're done. All right, and gently open your eyes and come back. Let's see how that felt for you. Ah, wow, that's beautiful energies. And feel free to comment and let me know how you felt, how that make you feel. Oh, give everybody a chance to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, make sure you're back, and just if you would like to share, you could do that. To share how you felt. It is something too you could journal. If you saw something, felt something, where did you feel it in your body? Note with any of these washes and any type of healing sessions. Notice your immediate, whether they're visions or your immediate interactions. With that silence, with the wash, with the healing. And you may not, if you don't notice anything now, that's okay. You can notice it within the next 12 to 48 hours. Pay attention to your dreams, to your rest and time. Do you feel more restful during your sleep? Make sure you do stay hydrated. Definitely. Oh. Whew. Yeah, I got excited to dream tonight. Exactly right. Yawning a bit. I know it was very relaxing. I found this to be very, very relaxing, didn't you? It was just so tranquil. And that's just a beautiful when we get in that state, of course, for communication. It's like, oh, so nice. So very nice. So that's great. Just note how you experienced that, how you took that in there, and it's yeah. Good stuff is very, very powerful indeed. And so I'm excited to share with you too. I've streamlined how I was going to do this presentation this evening when they said, okay, well, what we want to do is, Neptune as well. So I thought, okay, that's fine. So I streamlined that a little bit so we can make some room for Neptune. And I'm really excited about this. And I didn't realize until I took the Seraphic tour of the solar system. And it wasn't until I really, until taking this course and learning more about the Neptune and things that I'm going to share with you, that it was just so profound. And I feel like y'all might enjoy that too. All right. So here we go. That's great, Linnell, that you dreamed for the first time last night in a very long time. I hope it's getting added on to more regular basis. Absolutely. You can ask to remember your dreams. When we're sleeping, our physical bodies are the only thing that needs to rest. All right. Not our soul. We leave our bodies and we're working in the astral plane. We're doing some work. Ask what we're doing. And of course, in that dream time, when we do, what do you remember with your dreams? Do you remember you're working? Sometimes, the flying sensation is validation of that astral. And that creates great communication with our own self, what we're doing in our dream state. All right. So you see how we're just expanding this whole Mercury. The power of Mercury is so much more than just the technology, communications, and these types of things. We can really expand this here with the communicating with our higher self, communicating with what's going on in our dream state, that kind of thing. Aha, right? All right. Now, I'm going to move on to, very excited about that, to Neptune now. So I'm going to move on to Neptune. Now, I get in that chart, and if you want me to email you this information about the 12 chakras, again, just a reminder, don't forget. So Neptune all right, rules the chakra, Earth Star, the one that's beneath us. The Earth Star is deep in the earth. All right, it is, I guess, like what people call the center of the earth. It's a beautiful pyramid down there, and it is highly guarded. Now, I want to, when you overlay the figure 8, all right, and highly guarded because all portals are. When you did put the figure 8 overlay over us and to see how the energy goes. So is the Earth Star really on the bottom? It's just one big loop. The Earth Star coming back around to the stellar gateway, to connecting that figure 8, right? So keep that in mind. Overlay that figure 8 over your body and know that there isn't a break. There isn't like we're not on this pole, all right, from start to finish. It's more like that. It's that beautiful figure 8 fit. So there are stars on the bottom. Stellar Gateway's not on top, is it? Do we know? Just keep that in mind. Keep that mind open. So Neptune rules the chakra, Earth Star. And so the Earth Star chakra, Neptune is a transformer through which the wisdom of Atlantis and Lemuria is downloaded for us at a level that we can accept. So Neptune's, I love this, ascended aspect. Neptune's ascended name is Tutele and holds the cosmic light for this universe. This is where the Akashic records are held. That's why I say it. You think your Akashic records are up, 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 up. Well, they are. They're holding your cosmic library is below our feet, but it's a portal to, it's beautiful. Just go with the energy, go with that flow. All right. Yep. So, of course, it's our connection to Lady Gaia, to Mother Earth, and to Hollow Earth. The shape is a circle. The color from yellow to silver and a deep gray now. It reflects the magnetic substances of Earth's crust. And the archangel for this chakra is Sandalphon, however you want to say it. Sandalphon is archangel for the Earth Star and for Neptune. Okay? And before I continue on, I really want to read what Laura is sharing about her Mercurian Wash. So, Laura, I got a sore throat on and off. Then chakra light changed from light blue to dark blue. Throat still throbbing a little. Got a very important message. That's beautiful. Yes. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love that. It's okay that it's still throbbing. You're working out some issues too. It's purging, releasing. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm going to cry, Laura. That's releasing. That's purging. That could also be too because I've already in the Neptune energies. Talk about waterworks here. All right. So Neptune is very, very interesting as well. Way out there, right? It's beautiful, Laura. I just thank you so much for sharing that. It is just so beautiful. Neptune is known as one of the gas giants. And, but interestingly, there is a profound connection to water. And just think about that with the name. It's actually named too because of its color. Anyway, let's talk about first what in retrograde, what Neptune in retrograde. We were talking about Mercury. All right, Mercury, stay in your lane. This is Neptune's turn. The positive attributes are less powerful, or depending on one's personal astrology, may even be reversed. The reason this is because Neptune normally runs its normal cycle is backwards, or what we consider retrograde. So when it's in retrograde, it looks like it's going forward. I know, right? It's like, what? Anyway, what happens, and this is what's important. So Neptune just went into retrograde yesterday, the 23rd, until November 29th. November 29th. This is going to cover Thanksgiving all the way through Thanksgiving. I'm going to bring this up now because we're going to go through summer and fall to holiday time. Be very careful. Notice this. Temptation is the highest. The temptation to fall into addictive behavior. There's a lot you can really in every season. In the summertime, the addictive season, the addictive qualities, to party, maybe to whatever, right? Take that into the fall and then into the holiday time. The fall harvest time is eat, but the temptation to fall into addictive behavior could be gambling and all sorts of things. And here you go, Linnell. Dreams may be more real and vivid than usual during this time. Woo! And she's already flying. There you go. The strong desire to expose religious shams. Let's expose them quietly. I think, let's be careful with that exposure. How about that? Just that aha. A great time for going inside to focus on inner peace, tranquility, and vision. Vision. Okay. Wow. So, Neptune rules Pisces. So Neptune rules Pisces. Just reading you some of my little notes on Neptune here that I found absolutely astounding as well. So there is some interesting theology about, or just, Neptune because of the color, but Neptune is always represented with a chariot, right? And it is pulled by two hippocampus. It's the upper body of a horse and the lower body of a fish, that symbol. So here's what's really interesting is that we have two hippocampus in our brain, one on each side, one on each hemisphere. And it's primarily with memory. Hence, you're going to have some good dreams. You're going to have some vivid dreams. Woohoo! Right? So it's the brain structure embedded deep in the temporal lobe of each cerebral cortex. It is an important part of the limbic system. And so, yep, emotion, learning, and memory. Wow. Psychic healing. A lot of psychic healing can take place with this. So I want to show you something which is really profound in this, and something else that was brought up that I had learned about Neptune. And let me see if I can pull this picture up for you, because I want you to take a look at this picture. We all have seen the pictures of the solar system, but I want to show you this picture of what's called the Kepler belt. And let me see if I can share my screen here and bring this picture up. I'm going to share it so that I can still talk. Yeah, there it is. Share. Okay, so you can see this picture here, and you can still hear me, right? All right. So right here, let's see if I can't make it any bigger. No. All right. I don't know if you can even see my pointer. But in between Mars and Jupiter, there's the asteroid belt. So we go back to, you see where Neptune is, and then there's Pluto. Well, there's what's called a Kepler, the Kepler belt. Okay? And so Neptune's orbit has a profound impact on the neighboring Kepler belt. Why am I bringing this up? Why am I bringing this Kepler belt? You see this? You see right beside, Neptune, Pluto, but Neptune's orbit affects Kepler belt. And I could even, if you wanted me to email you this information about the 12 chakras, I could this picture too, so you could blow it up and really look at it. I'm gonna bring this up because here you go. All water from this earth is not, or all water on this earth is not from Earth. Science has tested and proved that they believe that water on our planet is coming from the Kepler belt. Isn't that interesting? Look how that it's traveling and going through. Wow. Yeah, how many other planets is receiving water from the Kepler belt as well? And then we're drinking it. So of course we all are star seeds. Anyway, I just want to show that to you. I thought that was just very profound, isn't it? It's like, wow. So it's helping to replenish. This is why, how come we don't run out of water? You know, seriously. So if it's nourishing Earth, it must be nourishing other planets too with that water. But it was just, that was very profound for me. And I'm like, oh, I love Neptune even more. You know, oh, that's great. Something that's so far away. You thought it was just a gas giant and that's it. But no. And there's every living being has a reason for its existence, doesn't it? For being. So let's go over some of the benefits of this the Neptunian wash. All right. Ooh, musical ability. This is a great time, believe it or not, from now to, when did I say, the end of November. Musical ability going within, and no, this isn't starting something new like that. So don't talk yourself out of that. Don't use the Mercury retrograde to talk yourself out of developing musical ability, okay? Spiritual ability, the whole going within. Enhancements for cosmic consciousness and divine compassion, all right? And understanding the nuances, the coincidences, and everything, right? Just, you can understand, maybe even the compassion, romance, seeing God in others, yes, sensitivity, cosmic consciousness. Maybe this is to the vivid dreaming. Imagination gains insights into previous incarnations, the dreams, and helps to offset and balance the retrograde experiences. So here we go. Gain insights into previous incarnations. Akashic records. Akashic records is kept in the Earth star, which is ruled by Neptune. You see how it all comes together? How it all weaves together and it's coming together? That's just amazing, isn't it? Woohoo! Yes, it is. All right. So yes, this is going to take about 9 minutes. I'm timed this perfect. But we're going to come back. I'm actually going to stay here this time. And if you just want to stare at me, you could do that. No. You know, to close your eyes for this Neptunian wash, and I want you to tell me how you feel with that. And yeah, so you may hear me whisper or talk, and that's fine. Get comfortable again. And as they activate the Neptunian wash, Okay, and slowly open your eyes, wiggle your toes, come back. Do you feel like you were swimming in that one? Next, I'm going to make a correction to some things. Excuse me. Oh, a lot of energy. Ooh. It's not Neptune that spins in retrograde normally. It's Triton, Neptune's moon, circles the solar system in reverse and retrograde. That's what it runs. Okay. I just want to clarify that up. And talking about the Kepler Neptune's orbit has a profound impact on it. It's Neptune's gravity dominates the Kepler belt. So the core of Neptune is extremely hot. The surface is an ocean of hydrogen, helium, and water. Intense storm systems all over that planet with winds 1,500 miles an hour. So all that water and the wind, and it's just amazing, right? You know, Linnell, it's interesting that you said that this was full body, because I could feel it from the bottom. Now, this gives grounding a whole new meaning, doesn't it? When you're grounding, connecting into the earth, I want you to go down into that earth star and into Neptune, right? Seraphim Bay, thank you. Seraphim Bay is the one with Sandalphon, who Archangel Sandalphon and Seraphim Bay takes care of the Earth star chakra. All right. So when we are connecting and grounding, like I said, that gives a whole new meaning, doesn't it? Connect down. You know, Seraphim Bay has this beautiful pyramid, crystal pyramid, and it's where all of us, when we ground, we anchor into this pyramid. So sharing this with you for more visualization, right? So of course, right into the earth and right into, it's almost like, thank you. I mean, just hearing this for the first time, here we go. Earth's umbilical cord to the cosmos, to the universe. Wow, that is just so freaking profound. Wow, okay, y'all getting it? First, just off the press. I never would have thought about that. Earth, okay, so the Earth star, Earth's umbilical cord. So of course, it's a portal. Of course, the Akashic records have been kept there, and Seraphim Bay, Sandalphon. Wow. Okay. But yeah, I felt it all the way. I felt it in the left side of my neck going up, and then the same thing like you, Linnell. Full body, start with this sharp twitch. Okay, right, go on the knee. All right, big toe, then the left neck area, ears, a bit behind. Big breaths. Felt the wings, even a light language at the end. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. So, well, our bodies are mostly water. So we really, that's why I was like, how do you feel? You swimming through that one? Woo! That's a big wash, isn't it? That's huge. You might want to do some really gentle stretches after this. I mean, just gentle, very gentle. Okay? And deep breathing. I mean, just make sure, well, here's my arm. Here's my other arm. Here, just that gentle of a stretch. Don't do anything that's going to be detrimental and to you. Just very gentle, making sure the energy is running through each of your limbs, right? Make it your heart. Here you go. But now, because if you feel it in the neck, just do some gentle neck stretches. Very gentle, okay? And just let that continue to wash over, and goosebumps all over. I know, right? Isn't that amazing? So here's the thing, too, with retrograde. Because one of the things I had heard in class, and I even shared with my teacher, and he had heard that too. But I didn't understand until taking that course. I had heard that we are above astrology. And I'm like, but and then the mind gets in. But astrology is important. We're above the planets. We're above the planets. We're above the astrology. And then it was like, well, maybe totally space bird view, bird's eye view, right, in space, really looking down. So just keep in mind that retrograde is actually an optical illusion resulting from our point of view on Earth. That from a heliocentric point of view, from above the planet, like from the sun looking down, there is no retrograde effect whatsoever. So it's how we perceive it from Earth view looking up. And nothing is in a straight line, or, it spirals differently. So something can look like it's going in retrograde when it's just taking a different path and coming back around, right? Keep that in mind. And so I'm not going to let it affect me negatively at all. I'm going to take all these beautiful benefits that these retrogrades have to offer to dive down, know thyself even more, and really empower ourselves, right? Laura, very grounding and relaxing. I heard music. They called it the Song of the Ages. It feels like a weight has lifted. It's beautiful. You heard the angels sing. Oh, the seraphim love to sing too. So you heard the seraphim sing? Oh. All right, let's just take another. I feel like we all just need to take another deep breath in and out. Whoo, beautiful. Okay. I think we're all going to sleep really good. And if you have, again, vivid dreams and experiences, even remember physical, psychic healing, as we're all purging and as we're all releasing in this ascension process, just be sure to journal and keep track of how you're feeling. Even if you think it's really subtle, write it all down. And make sure you drink plenty of water for the next 12, 24, 48. Just keep during this cycle, this time. They just want you to drink more water. All of us, period. Just drink, consume more water, and it will help us as we are feeling these vibrations all through our body, aren't we? All throughout. So, woo! So email me if you would like to have information on these 12 chakras. I'll be happy to email that to you. You can go over that as well. And just send me an email. You would like to have that, and I'll send that to you. And then even the picture with the whole solar system. I've got it online, but, so you can really look at that Kepler belt. That was just fascinating to me. And so you could check that out as well. And let me know how you feel. Check in with me in a day or two. And you don't have to share all your experiences unless you want to. But just how are you feeling? And do you have a new profound view on retrogrades? And that's just 2 planets that we covered. You got 2 planetary washes. Whew, very powerful, isn't it? So sit with that. One wash is really powerful in itself, but this one too, yeah, it's mind-blowing. But it feels so good as well. So you should be resting well tonight. Keep in touch. Let me know how you're doing. And if you are interested in any more of these washes, and know that you can come back to it at any time, you just go back to my website. The Seraphim Blueprint Healing and the Seraphic Wash, Planetary Washes are listed there. And if it's been beneficial, share it with your friends. Share your experience, share the website, and know that we can go back to this. You have the link to this. You can come back to it anytime. If you need another wash, they last 10 days to a month. If you feel you need it again, come and click on the link and watch it again. And just go through it all again. The energy's already here. It's already been, all this healing has been recorded, so to speak, the washes. So you can come back and get it again. So save that link if you want to come back and readdress and explore the either the Mercurian, the Mercury Wash, or the Neptune one, and you could, whichever one you feel like you need. You know that the first part is the Mercury one and the second part is the Neptune. So you can tune in where you need to. So thank you so much for sitting in this very special and exclusive sacred circle this evening. I'd like to call that, so because it's very, very powerful. And thank you so much, and keep in touch. Many blessings to each of you. Good night now.